Hello everyone, and welcome to ETCV 530, Introduction to Multimedia for Summer 1. My name is Chris Johnson, and I'm your instructor for this course. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about me, please visit this website. The purpose of this video is to talk to you a little bit about the purpose of the class and then take you through some navigation. So let's take a look at the class. The overall purpose of this course is to introduce you to a variety of different multimedia tools, also called digital learning tools. The course is structured in projects, and these projects have different due dates, which I'll talk about in a little bit. The majority of the projects, with the exception of creating your toolbox, all have a specific purpose, helping you understand how you can keep yourself current, engage in creativity, organize the concepts you learn in this class, learn how to curate the information that you collect, and express it in other ways. Also, we'll look a little bit about protecting your digital tattoo, or being a good digital citizen. It's the Creating Your Toolbox assignment that has more flexibility. Here, you're going to be collecting some tools, and it will be whatever tools interest you. For those of you who have taken courses from me before, you'll notice right away that this one is different because we're using Google Sites. Also, because I'm signed in as the owner of this site, I want to point out my screen may look a little bit different than yours. For example, you shouldn't have these editing tools up here. But for the most part, the site will look the same. It's organized fairly simply. This is the home page. Notice I would like you to click on Start here, up in the menu, to go through some beginning information. Now please make sure that you read this section even if you've taken classes from me before, because this course is structured differently than a course you've taken in Moodle. After you've looked through the Start Here information, you'll want to look at the course info information. Now notice when I roll over course info, I have three subsections. I can click on course info and be taken to those sections, or I can go to them directly. You want to make sure that you read through everything in the syllabus. I know it's long, and you've probably seen a lot of it before, but please make sure that you refresh yourself on the syllabus. Navigation is a little bit different, so you'll want to make sure you go here. And also, there's some information about online meetings. I want to talk about that in some more detail. I am going to have an online meeting using Blackboard from 6 to 7 o'clock on Wednesday evenings. Because you didn't know this coming into the course, I have two options for you. If you can make the weekly meeting, and we will have one this Wednesday, you'll click on this link to join the meeting. If you can't make a meeting, I will ask you to listen to the recording. I'll be posting them down here. And if you have any questions, please post those in our Piazza discussion forum. Now, for those of you who have taken a course from me before, this is not going to be a required assignment as it has been in the past. I'm just offering it as a way for us to get together and address any questions or issues you might have. So remember, it's going to be 6 to 7 Arizona time. We may not go that full length if there's not a lot of questions. And also, because I'm attending the ISTE conference at the end of the course, I may have to cancel a meeting. But for right now, count on the meeting this coming Wednesday. For discussion forums, we're doing something different. We're going to use a program called Piazza. So you'll want to make sure that you get to Piazza. You should have received an invite from me, and that you're familiar with it. If you have any questions or problems with working with Piazza, let me know. But I do want to let you get in there and just kind of fool around with it. The various projects are listed here with their due dates. And there's something I want to point out about the due dates. Several of them, such as Encouraging Creativity, have a one-time due date. And you'll notice there's a couple of things due our first week, and then several things due on the last day of class. However, I do have some assignments that have multiple due dates. For example, your Introduction and Confirming Information is due Friday, June the 13th. If I look for another A, you'll see that I also do Participation in Class forum postings. Keeping yourself current, you're going to be posting some feeds and a reader by the end of the week, but you won't do your reflection until July the 7th. And finally, on organizing understanding, you'll do an initial sharing of your mind map by Wednesday, June the 18th, and your final map should be done by the end of class. Since these are all projects, you can work through them at your own pace. For submitting your assignments, instead of using a Dropbox, we're going to be using Google Drive. If you haven't used it before, let me know and I can help you get it set up. Finally, instead of a gradebook, I'm going to have a status check. This page is going to change a little bit over the next couple of days, but I want to show you briefly what your status page might look like. I'll begin by looking at Janae's status page. Janae's been helping me a little bit in testing this class out to make sure that it works. So I'm going to pick on her just a little bit. This is a Google spreadsheet. I will share it with you. You'll end up with a folder in your Google Drive. You'll be able to come in at any point and look at your status sheet. So to check for class participation, for organization and quality, Janae received the full 3 points. For her confirmation, she received 2 because she left out some information. So she has a total of 8 points for 88.89 for this assignment. Remember, 90% is an A. On the second assignment, this is why I'm not posting a picture of this on the website yet, because you'll notice that total box here should be green and this should say 100%. I still have to check a few things on the documents before I share them with you. So I'll be doing that by the end of the week. But here, for keeping yourself current, Janae got full credit. So if she scrolls down to the bottom, she'll see how many points she's received so far out of the total possible to date. And this total possible is for the class. So she has 26 out of 27 points for a 96.3 for NA. So this is a way you can quickly come in and check your status. One other thing to keep an eye on is this little double dash. Since class participation comes in and usually in one email, it's easy for me to come in and just put the score in. However, on some of the assignments, you may have submitted it to your Dropbox, but I haven't graded it yet. If that happens, then this received graded will have an R. When I've graded it, it will have a G, or you'll notice that the total is there. So that's how you can check your status. And as I said, this page will expand a little bit once I have the status sheets working correctly. The last link I want to point out is a sitemap. If you're not quite sure how to find something, you can always go into the sitemap and look in the hierarchical menu here to see where something might be. So this is how you can find a portion of the course. I look forward to working with everyone. So the important points, start with the Start Here. Go through Start Here and all of the information in the course info. Make sure that you can get into the Piazza forums and post your introduction. And if you're available, attend the Wednesday meeting on Collaborate. I'll be sending out a reminder on that. So this is going to be a fun but fast 5 weeks. And remember, my goal is to make sure that everybody gets through this class mastering all of the material. So we're going to have a lot of fun.